Hello traders, welcome to Admiral Markets. We're going to take a look at the impact of the NFP news event last week Friday on this week's price action and potential movement of the 13th of January. We're going to take a look at the week NFP numbers and the impact it could have on the USD. We're going to take a look at what the dollar-yen correction means potentially for this pair, and also take a look at the EURAUD and see what happened with last week's potential reversal area that we talked about. And also we'll take a look at the webinars in January. First of all, though, the risk disclaimer explaining that trading for exchange, just as any global financial markets, is considered high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that, and this webinar is for educational purposes only. Please pause the video to read the entire disclaimer, and we do thank you for your attention. Let's start with the euro dollar. As we can see, euro dollar did correct downwards in 2014, the beginning of the year, after a spike up to 138.90 just prior at the end of the last year, right? So we saw a downside here. The only thing is that we couldn't see much continuation in this 136 zone. We saw a lot of struggle and the price actually bouncing off the bottom of a daily support line for more upside, especially of course during NFP, when the NFP figure was a lot lower than expected, although the unemployment rate did fall substantially. So a bit of a mixed picture there, but we did see eventually an upside momentum, and we also see some positive bullish daily candles. So this could be a first indication of upside, and we could see maybe a continuation of this uptrend to the next resistance at 138, then maybe up to 138.90, and if we break that, well, then maybe there's a space all the way to 140, 143, but of course that is of later importance. For the moment, we can see that if we zoom into the 1 hour chart, that if we break above a resistance like this, for example, that there is a potential to move to the upside. So that is something that I'm looking at, and looking for that daily uptrend continuation. At the moment, price is moving down, but it could fall maybe to a support level like that and continue with this triangle. The dollar yen, of course, a tremendous uptrend, but has recently broken out of that uptrend, and that is something that I did expect. I also actually posted that I did wave count and showed that here I did expect the finish of that or completion of this temporarily, though I do expect the uptrend to continue at the moment. And the reason why I had here some doubts is because of targets being hit and the emotion of price action on the lower time frames of the downside and upside. So that is why on Friday I said this is a corrective move up despite the uptrend for more downside. So that was all my wave analysis, which you can find at the Admiral Markets website as well. So with this downside, does that mean the uptrend is over? In my opinion, it is not. I still think that this fib in fact is valid from the bottom to the top. And I am expecting a turnaround at the 38.2 or maybe even the 23.6, although the 38.2 is the most likely fib. Together with the support level, I do expect more upside. The targets then actually here at 107.50 and the minus 618 at 110.50. So that is something I'm expecting at the moment. Of course, the upside definitely having the best cards and the most interesting trade because of the space, potential space to the upside. Of course, it is always important to look for confirmation of price indeed respecting either the 38.2 or 23.6 because price can always extend longer and further than one thinks from a smaller time frame perspective. Last week in this similar video, actually the same video, we talked about the EURAUD potential to go down. We were looking at the fact that there was double top at a major weekly monthly resistance level, plus there was a target being hit of the bigger weekly fib. That indeed caused the currency to fall, and last week we said, well, maybe a small retracement up and a continuation down. That's indeed what happened. If we zoom in, we can see a three-wave correction up and engulfing bearish 4-hour bearish candles at the 50 fib were enough for this to actually, after a couple of more candles, to make a very, very impulsive fall and continuation of this downside. So hopefully you saw that video and could capitalize on that. Now that we are breaking through and underneath this triangle, in fact, we have the potential to continue lower. This triangle I'm talking about to, for example, the minus 272 target or the minus 618 target. So that is what I'm expecting with the EURAUD. So continuation of this downside and correction. Of course, there's always a potential for price still to bounce off this fib as well. And you can see that the 38.2 and the 50 line up nicely with the minus 272 and the minus 618 targets. Alright, don't forget that later today on Monday we have the weekly FX recap on the Euro, Pound, and Aussie. Tomorrow we have live trading lab, supply and demand. Then Wednesday intraday, and Thursday, in fact, Fibonacci. And of course on Thursdays we also have the Pro Learning Lab, Scalping the Forex Market. That's at 5 p.m. GMT. So make sure to join those when you can. Looking forward to see you then, and wish you all great trading. Cheers.